Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Fun or Run. This is the review show where we take a quick look at a game and let you know whether or not it is fun or if you should run. The game in question today is Super Mega Baseball 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Hello, Chad the Gaming Dad back with you once again with some more Fun or Run, and we are taking a look at Super Mega Baseball 2 today. First off, I wanted to thank my network Screenwave and the company that made this game, Metalhead, for the review copy that I got access to take a look at this game. Super Mega Baseball 2 is now out on Switch, just recently released. It's been out on other systems, PS4, Xbox One, all those things, for about a year now, but just recently came out on the Switch, and it is selling for about $30. So first off, I gotta tell you, I really love baseball, and there's not a whole lot of baseball games out there, especially for anything other than PS4. Of course, PS4 has The Show, and that game is excellent. Every year it's good, but there's really not much else out there. I've tried a bunch of different baseball games, and I downloaded this one with the code that I got, and first impressions, it's okay. Looks kind of arcadey, plays pretty good. But the first impression wasn't super great, you know, with the cartoony look and the mix of strange-looking guys and girls and kind of wacky animations and stuff like that. I wasn't sold right off the bat. So just looking at the game overall, it does have some good modes, what you'd expect. Exhibition, season, elimination, pennant race. It's a pretty good game for local multiplayer because you can go head-to-head, but also they have it set up where you can play cooperatively. The way that works is if there's two of you on a team, if you're up to bat, one person will swing the bat, and then as soon as they hit the ball, the other person controls the base running. So you have to work together. And then when you're on defense, one person pitches, and then the other one controls the fielders as soon as the ball is hit. Again, you got to work together. And then every time you either have another at-bat when you're up to bat, it flips, or if you're into another inning on defense, it flips. So you get a chance to be the pitcher, you get a chance to be the fielder, you get the chance to hit, you get a chance to base run with two people cooperatively, and that's kind of cool. And I have little kids, being a gaming dad, and especially for kids that seem to fight about everything, when they're on the team together, they do really work together. It's nice to see. So as I'm playing it myself, you know, it's not a bad game. I'm just playing a little baseball here. It's like, but something seems like it's really missing. And the one thing that I can point to that's missing for me is there's no commentary. There's nobody saying anything. It's just music and sound effects. Even on the show, really excellent baseball game, the announcers do repeat what they say a lot, so maybe it's not such a bad thing that there is an announcer on here. But overall, it just kind of left me feeling a little bit, okay, whatever. So, as I'm getting ready to do this review, I thought to myself, let me just play some of my other games, baseball games, that I have on my Switch, just for comparison's sake, to get my mind in the right place. So I went full arcade mode. Went back to Baseball Stars 2. Baseball Stars 2 is an absolutely fun game, but it's kind of old and limited in many ways. But I mean, it's still great. Look at these animations and stuff. It's just super cool. It's in your face, you know? And even more arcadey than that is Super Baseball 2020. Yes, robots playing baseball. I suppose that's scheduled for real life, next year in 2020? I don't know about that. But seriously, this game is fun too. Some weird rules, different kind of stadium where you can hit it in certain places and still you're not out and things like that. It's pretty cool. So then I go to RBI 18. Now you may ask why RBI 18 instead of 19 since we're in 19 now. Well, the answer is I had RBI 17 and that game really wasn't that great. And then I tried 18, and it was a little bit better, but not enough. It didn't really make me want to run out and buy 19, so I never bought 19. So we're just going back and looking at RBI 18, and yes, it does have the MLB license and the ballparks and all that, but something about it just feels really bland. The players, the animations, the sounds, it's just not that exciting. There's no announcers on this game either. And coming from a guy like me who really enjoys baseball, I love to watch baseball, I like playing and all kinds of stuff, this game still kind of just puts me to sleep. It's okay for maybe one game or so, but it doesn't hook you in and make you want to play it a long time. Short play times definitely for RBI 18. So okay, now that I've kind of cleansed my palate and looked at some other baseball games, I'm jumping back into Super Mega Baseball 2, and suddenly I can appreciate how good that this game actually is and how good it plays. It's kind of an arcadey game, but it does have a lot of sim stuff too that other arcade games don't. It's very smooth, fast-paced. It really keeps you going. You don't get bored with this game. I sat down and I meant to play 1 or 2 games, and I think I played 4 or 5. That's a sign of a good game. So even though it is kind of an arcade type game, it does have individual player stats that change as they play. So if they do something good or they do something bad, you'll see a little thing pops over their head, says Mojo, and it's going up or down, helps increase or decrease some of their stats. And these things carry over from game to game when you're playing like a season or a tournament type of thing. That's really cool. Any kind of baseball game where you're playing a season or whatever and you have to keep track of your players and pull guys or put guys in depending on how well they've been playing, that's pretty impressive. When you pick your team, you'll see that they are ranked in various stats by strengths and weaknesses. The game also has basically like 100 difficulties. There isn't just like easy, medium, and hard. It's something that they call ego. You start off at basically 15, which is just a casual player, as it says, and it goes all the way up to 99. 99 is impossible, is how they label it down there. You can change it mid-game, too, which is really cool. So if you're just having a way too good game and it's getting a little too easy, you can change your ego at any time. So okay, here I'm in the middle of a game. Let's see how hard it can get. So I'm going to crank this thing up and see what happens. It apparently changes the CPU difficulty and then also how well you do the things that you do. So okay, yeah. Cranking it up makes it pretty tough. I don't think I'm going to be playing on Impossible for very long. I'm going to knock it back down maybe a little more than 15, but you're going to find that sweet spot because there's so much variation there. You'll find a place where you feel comfortable, where it's just enough challenge, but not too hard. You can throw lots of different types of pitches. You can throw an easy pitch where you just hit one button and then you kind of take this little cursor and you put it where the ball's supposed to go to help your accuracy, or you can hit a different button for a power pitch, hold that down, and then let go at the right time, all while steering your little target. So there's different variations on how you pitch. Same thing with hitting. There's a one-button swing, or you can use the stick, similar to how they play on the show, where you push down as the ball's coming in and then flick it forward at the right time to have just the right amount of power and really crank it out of the park. So again, good for multiple different ways of people that want to play, multiple different skill levels of the player, easier modes, harder modes. It's all looking pretty good. This game even has some online features on Switch. Most of the modes will require you to link up with friends, but the pennant race has matchmaking. You go on there and it will matchmake you with people, and I haven't played enough of it to get really deep, but apparently after you've played enough you get a ranking, and then you can try to keep going to increase your standing amongst everyone that's playing online. Here's some footage of me playing against someone online, and like usual, I got absolutely destroyed by the other player, and yes, don't make any mistake, I was playing as the Crocs. So all of that stuff seems really great. And then there's another feature in this game, the customization. It's very, very cool. You can make your own teams, your own players, you can edit logos, you can make entire leagues. You could spend a ton of time in this mode if you like customizing things. Both of my kids play. My daughter plays softball, my son is playing baseball. They each had to go and make their own teams, put their own friends on there. My daughter's spending all this time putting all of her softball teammates in her team. They made logos that look similar to their own logos. They're having a lot of fun with that. So yeah, Super Mega Baseball 2, it had a slow start for me, but it really has grown on me. Still not a perfect game, and I kinda still miss having an announcer of some kind, but it's really not hard to have a good time playing this, especially if you're playing with friends or if you're playing against siblings. At $30, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but even if you just kinda like baseball or sports games, just a little, you're gonna have a good time playing this. And if you eventually wait a little while and find it on sale, even better. Super Mega Baseball 2 on Nintendo Switch? Yes, this game is fun. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking with me and watching the entire video. I hope you liked it. The best way to help out the channel is to leave a like, leave a comment, and tell your friends. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description. But otherwise, always remember that you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody.